Hi everyone, it's Anne here. Just going to talk about the latest question that's been put forward for us to answer in regards to sorry, I'm just going to read here, what makes my life worthwhile. I've just written a few things down. In the not too distant past, I really questioned this. I was beginning to wonder if this is all there is. Having gone through many challenges, from early childhood to the postnatal depression, the marriage breakup, my ex-husband taking off with all of my family's money, and then also my best friend, then having a son who had learning difficulties, was hypoactive, not hyperactive, and had anxiety, major anxiety, school avoidance. So I've gone through so many trials and tribulations, along with my own mental health issues, and then the workplace bullying, which then brought on the early childhood complex PTSD. I really sort of questioned, was there something more that I needed to do in this life, or in a way had I fulfilled my purpose of raising two beautiful sons, who are intelligent, independent, creative, socially communicative with. They have a big group of friends that they get on well with. They're interested in furthering themselves. I sort of thought maybe I'd actually fulfilled my purpose. Maybe that was what I was here for. But then actually there was a part of me that just couldn't give up, and I felt that there had to be something more. I could remember when I was a very young child, even with the break-ins that we had, that I had something within me, the early childhood memories of already having lived once before, and then also believing I would look at the lights outside my bedroom window, whether it was me pretending that were angels looking after me, or there actually were. I really believe there were angels that were looking after me and keeping me safe. And I always had this real deep yearning for the spiritual, from the tiniest of ages. I could remember whenever I would walk into a library, I would play a trick game with myself where I would try and walk away from the spiritual section, and I would go in the opposite direction to where I thought it would be, and wherever I would end up stopping, it would always be the spiritual section. So I started reading Jane Roberts, in regard with Seth, probably from the age of about 9 or 10. A lot of other esoteric books, and just grew from there. When I was in the UK, I did chakra healing, a lot of aromatherapy. What else? Done it. I used to go to a spiritualist church and get healed. And then ended up doing a lot of past life regression and remembered quite a lot of other lives that I'd had. And when I meditate before the PTSD, when I was doing a lot more spiritual stuff, I would feel sometimes almost like when I would sit meditating, I could feel this presence of being a monk at some point. So there's always been something in me that has made me think there is more than just this life. And through now working through this inner child work and having this spiritual healing that has happened again more recently, I've realized that everything I need is inside me. The knowledge is already there. Through the meditation, through nature, through art, creativity, through music, healing music, I'm regaining that connection again to that higher self, that higher part of myself, and really just experiencing this bliss that I didn't think was possible, that is so healing, this quiet, gentle voice that that speaks to me, and knowing that I have angels around me helping. Even with the PTSD and the flashbacks, I've kept the prayer up and asking for the angels to help guide me back through all of that darkness. And now I really just feel so thankful that I can see all of those little tiny steps have led me back and brought me in touch with a part of myself that I never really knew. I think I knew, but I'd forgotten. And life is slowly starting to make a lot of sense. And I suppose with my videos and PowerPoint presentations and everything, this video work, it's really brought up this real yearning to be able to try and help others who are struggling with the illusion of living in this 3D world, the pain of situations, pre-programmed stuff in their lives that's held them back. Even minority people. I was speaking to a lady today who she's got disabilities. I think she lives in community housing. She was talking about COVID and how it scares her, and I could see this real heaviness around her, and I just felt so thankful that I've had all the support I have, that I have the money for a computer, that I have a roof over my head, I have friends, I have family, I have this purpose, and somewhere in there I really want to be able to learn how to communicate effectively with people from all different walks of life, and help them to remember who they really are and reconnect back with that beautiful, special, magical, golden self that each person has inside of them, and help them to heal and to return back to that. And yeah, so I'm slowly, with little baby steps, starting to realize that this is possible, and I just have to believe and continue to be guided with this. And I'm just so glad to be a part of this group and be meeting all these beautiful women who are so vibrant and so alive, and all have their own stories. And I'm wishing you all well and looking forward to hearing about your stories too this week. Love you. Take care. Bye.